Stephen, congratulations on the new contract. What were your thoughts about signing that?
Yeah, thanks, James. It was just a case that we'd spoke about it for a few months. I felt that the football club, everybody is wanting to go in the right direction, and I wanted to be part of that. You know, it's reward for myself and the staff for the relative success that we've had so far, and I feel that with the new signings that we've got in, 11 new players, that it's exciting times, and it's something we can continue to build on. So I wanted to very much be part of that.
How important was it for you that you felt that there was still that progression? Obviously, achieving 3 top 6 finishes in a row can be hard to build on.
Yeah, I believe the most important thing, but is that we're able to do that more often. You know, and I've said in the press that we can't have it to be 40 years before we are a top 6 side again, and 38 years before Europe and things like that. You know, we have to put an infrastructure and a squad and a process in place whereby it becomes inevitable that we will be in the top 6 more often, and, you know, potentially chasing chances to get into Europe. So there'll be bad seasons, there'll be seasons where it doesn't quite go your way, but if you've got a good foundation below you, then you pick that up again. And, you know, I believe that the football club's moving in that direction. All the small things that are being done, everybody wants everything done quickly. You know, we want everything to be perfect straight away, and that's not the case. It's a case of people working very hard. You know, the support staff off the pitch, with Keith and all the people at the ground, trying to put better commercial stuff in place, trying to make the matchday experience better. The media side of things has been a massive improvement, and obviously the board, the direction the board want to go in. I have a very good relationship with Jim Gillespie and Keith and John, and nothing but support, you know, and that's priceless in an industry that's really ruthless, and you always think the grass is greener. But I'm happy where I am. I still have the same motivation that I had on the first day I walked into the football club. I still feel defeat's the exact same way, so that's how you know it's still the right place to be.
You mentioned the support from the board, John Needham, Jim Gillespie, Keith Lasley. How important are those relationships?
I think it's important to enjoy coming to work, you know, enjoy having everybody having the same drive. And I've used the analogy a few times to the players: if it makes the boat go forward, we do it. If it doesn't, it gets put by the wayside. So, you know, that goes from the top of the football club to the bottom. I don't listen to the negativity. I don't listen to the problems. We want solutions, and we're a group of people that I believe are trying to drive this football club, and I want to be part of that. You know, the fans have massively bought into what we're trying to do, and, you know, their support and their patience at times as well, knowing that we don't have millions of pounds to throw at the product, is a huge part of the reason that we want to stay and be part of things.
How important is that fan support, and what do they bring to the club?
You can see the relationship the fans have got with the players, and I've seen it numerous times. If you've got a group of players running themselves into the ground, giving absolutely everything, then it's easier to support, it's easier to forgive. You know, last week we didn't play particularly well. We managed to grind out a point. And you could see the support still from the stands. Nobody turns on the players. You get the odd grumble, which happens everywhere. But I believe there's a real unity at the football club, and an understanding of where the football club is. And, you know, the expectations have risen, but also there's a realism within the fan base of what we are, and achieving top 6, maintaining top 6, and giving the whole football club a real sustainability is something that everybody involved with the club understands.
Obviously, you came into the club 3.5 years ago. How much have you seen a growth at the clubs over your time here?
The progress has been incredible. You know, a lot of things that people don't, obviously the fans and the media see what happens on a Saturday for 96, 97 minutes. But when I walked into the training ground, you know, it was a mess, to be honest. It was, you know, it wasn't a Premiership setup, never mind a top 6 setup, but the progress that we've made with the facilities, with the academy, with the whole setup, even at the ground, the improvements been made in all areas of the commercial side of stuff, and off field as well. You know, the club now we don't have the resources or finances to compete in a top 6 level, but what we've got now is a really good infrastructure, a really good base to build on, and a place and an environment that says, you know, we want to be a top 6 football club, and that's credit to everybody involved. And as I say, I enjoy coming to work every day. The environment that has been created by the hard work put in by everybody is something that I believe attracts players and makes the football club really sustainable moving forward.
Stephen, once again, congratulations.
Thanks
for your
James.
time.